Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about ideal gases and the real gases, and even we considered van der Waals expression for which is applicable for real gases. Okay, well, in this session we go for the next concept, that is explanation of behavior of real gases by van der Waals equation. If I consider explanation with respect to real gases with the help of van der Waals expression, case 1, at very low pressure and high temperature. So conditions we are specifying at a very low pressure and a high temperature. What happens to that expression? Well, whenever if I consider van der Waals expression, we notice that there are two corrections. One is a pressure corrections and another one is volume corrections. For n number of moles, pressure correction P is equal to n square A divided by V square is the pressure correction. Similarly, for volume corrections, V is equal to NB. So here A and B, what are they? Are the constants. Okay, van der Waals constant. Now we are specifying at very low pressure, and high temperature. What happens? Well, under above mentioned condition, which means when pressure is too low and temperature is very high. So we know that the relation between temperature and volume, how they related? At a particular pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. We know this relation. Volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Means if you increase the temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas also increases. It means when pressure is low and temperature is high, and even we don't know that volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. We know these two datas in the form of a gaseous laws. So what happens, that quantity A by V square, that is the pressure correction. When pressure is too low, what happens at very low pressure and high temperature, that A by V square is so small. At when overall pressure itself is very low, therefore that pressure correction A by V square, this quantity for n number of moles, n square A by V square, just generally pressure correction A by V square is too small and it can be neglected from the formula. Therefore B can also be neglected in comparison to large volume. Since volume is too high, that volume correction is included with volume itself. Therefore we can neglect even B also. Therefore if I consider that van der Waals expression, what it is? P plus A by V square, okay, V minus B is equal to RT is the van der Waals expression. Now as per the condition, at very low pressure and high temperature, the pressure correction is so small, so it can be neglected, and as volume is too high, that volume correction B can also be neglected. Therefore van der Waals equation reduces to, so here in the expression this quantity A by V square is neglected, therefore remaining will be P, and in volume correction B is neglected, therefore remaining will be V, so which is equal to RT. So therefore at very low pressure and high temperature, that van der Waals expression reduces to what? PV is equal to RT. Well, this explains ideal behavior at a low pressure. Means when pressure is too low, the gases behaves as a ideal, or I can say they show ideal behavior. We already considered the characteristics of ideal as well as non-ideal gases in the previous sessions. Well, so what is the condition now? At very low pressure, the gases shows the ideal behavior, right? Now consider second case, at a moderate pressures, okay, not too high, not too low, neither too high nor too low, just we are specifying at moderate pressures. So at moderate pressures, what happens? The volume decreases as compared to previous condition. When pressure is too low, volume is too high. If I consider moderate pressure, okay, pressure somewhat increases, therefore volume decreases here. Therefore A by V square increases, that pressure correction increases. As volume decreases in the denominator V, quantity V decreases, therefore that correction increases, it cannot be neglected. But V is still large enough in comparison to B, therefore B can be neglected. So I just repeat the concept here. So at moderate pressure, what happens? Pressure somewhat increases than previous case, okay, very low, P moderate, okay, and P high. Now at a very low pressure we know that quantity A by V square is neglected. But at moderate pressure what happens? Volume decreases means this denominator V square decreases. Therefore this quantity increases. A by V square increases, so it cannot be neglected from van der Waals expression. But on comparison, the total volume is large enough on comparison to volume correction B. Therefore, B can be neglected from the quantity. In this case, so at moderate pressures, van der Waals equation reduces to say P plus A by V square. P plus A by V square, it remains same, pressure plus pressure correction into V minus B, that volume correction can be neglected in this case. Therefore, V only remains. So P plus A by V square into V is equal to RT. So PV, if you just multiply that, PV plus A by V is equal to RT. PV is equal to RT minus A by V. On rearranging, PV is equal to RT minus A by V by dividing with the RT on both sides. So if we divide each terms, I hope you got this. Say P plus A by V square into V is equal to RT is the expression that V is multiplied with each terms. So P into V, it becomes PV A, say AV by V square. V and square cancels, remaining will be AV is equal to RT as it is. So PV, so what we got here, PV plus A by V is equal to RT. Further, just we are rearranging, equating for PV. PV is equal to RT. AV is taken on other side. So RT minus A by V. Now, for the what we are doing, dividing all the terms with RT. Okay. Well, means what is that? Say PV, just consider, okay, say PV divided by RT is equal to RT divided by RT minus A by RTV. Okay, here RT cancels. PV by RT is equal to Y minus A by RTV is the expression we are getting, right? So PV by RT is equal to 1 minus A by VRT or RTV. Well, or so what is this PV by RT? PV by RT is nothing but compressibility factor. We already considered in the last session. So Z, compressibility factor, which is equal to mathematically PV by RT. Now, as per the expression, whatever the expression we got here, Z is equal to 1 minus this quantity A by RTV, meaning that Z will be less than 1. Okay, Z will be less than 1. So what it indicates here, it explains the negative deviation of a real gases. If Z is less than 1, it indicates negative deviation from real gases. If Z is equal to 1, we already said it indicates the ideal gases. Now, yes, when the case at moderate pressure, when pressure is moderate, okay, the gases, they show negative deviation. The real gases, they are exhibiting negative deviation from ideal behavior. Okay, well, now consider third case at very high pressure. Okay, at very high pressure. So at high pressure, V of gas, volume of a gas is too small. Are you agree with this? Since pressure and volume both are inversely proportional. Okay, when pressure is too high, volume of a given mass of a gas is too small, right? So B cannot be neglected. In that case, that B volume correction cannot be neglected, as total volume is less, therefore volume correction cannot be neglected. As pressure is very high, that A by V square, the pressure correction can be neglected at this case. Therefore, if I consider van der Waals expression again, so it reduces to what? Say van der Waals expression, what it is, P plus A by V square into V minus D is equal to RT is the expression. Now in this expression what happens, as pressure is too high, that pressure correction can be neglected, so remaining will be P into, as volume of a gas is small, therefore B cannot be neglected, so V minus B remains as it is, which is equal to RT. So further PV minus PV is equal to RT, we can expand like this, or PV, equate for PV is equal to RT plus PV. Okay, just what we have done, that P is multiplied with each term, so PV minus PV is equal to RT. That PV is taken on another side, so we got expression PV is equal to RT plus PV. Further, so PV by RT if I consider, so what we got, PV by RT is equal to 1 plus PV by RT. Again what we have done, each term is multiplied with the, divided by with the RT. So PV is equal to RT plus PV, we got this expression. If it is divided by RT, what happens, PV by RT is equal to RT by RT plus PV by RT, right? So here RT get cancels, PV by RT is equal to 1 plus PV by RT. Okay, so now here again PV by RT, what it is, compressibility factor Z is equal to 1 plus PV by RT. So what it indicates, Z is greater than 1, right? At what condition? At very high pressure. At high pressure, what happens, that compressibility factor will be greater than 1. Now it explains what? It explains the positive deviation of real gases, right? So conditions, I hope you got this. At very low pressure, high volume, it shows ideal behavior, and at moderate they show negative deviation, at high they show positive deviations. And with respect to hydrogen and helium gases, there is a certain exceptional behavior of these two gases, hydrogen and helium gases. Consider the volume of Z, that is compressibility factor, is always greater than 1, right? That is, and increases with increase in the pressure. As we observed here, as pressure increases, at very low pressure Z is equal to 1, and when pressure is moderate, negative deviation, and when pressure increases, Z also increases. So indicating that compressibility factor increases with increase in the pressures. So this is due to very small size of hydrogen and helium molecules in this case. So due to small size, intermolecular force are negligible in case of hydrogen and helium. Therefore, A by V square, pressure correction is negligible. In these cases, hydrogen and helium gases, because of their very small size, the intermolecular forces are negligible. So that pressure correction A by V square is negligible. So that van der Waals expression, it is reduces to what? Again, P into the bracket, that pressure correction is negligible. So P into V minus B is equal to RT. Again we can say PV is equal to PB plus RT, or PV by RT is equal to 1 plus PB by RT. So Z is equal to 1 plus PV by RT, or we can say Z is greater than 1, indicating the Z is always, so Z is always greater than 1 and increases as P increases. Okay. So then what is the limitation of van der Waals equation means? Say the van der Waals equation is more accurate than ideal gas equation. On comparison, as van der Waals equation is applicable for all the gases, but ideal gas expression is a hypothetical equation and is applicable for imaginary gases only under particular conditions, right? So it has a deviations as very high pressure and low temperature due to van der Waals constant A and B do not remain constant over a wide range of temperature and pressures. So it has a deviation, as we observe two type of deviations here, positive and negative deviations. So at moderate pressures, negative deviation generally, at high pressures, positive deviations. Okay. Consider MCQ here. At moderate pressure, which one of the parameter cannot be neglected in a van der Waals expression? If a moderate pressure is there, say what quantity is not neglected, can be neglected? A, B. A is one of the van der Waals constant, B is another constant, A and B both none of these. So at moderate pressure what happens? B, volume correction can be neglected. So since pressure is moderate, so volume decreases, so that volume correction can be neglected. Okay. So with this I'm going to conclude about this session. Again in the next session we go for other concept. Thank you. Be safe.